This is Elle. Welcome to This Past Life, episode 17.
The newspapers call you the goddess of sex. If you are a goddess, I'm Eddie.
So one of my goals this week, or one of our goals this week, was to buy something directly from the person that made it. And one of the great ways to do that is at a street fair in New York City. So we're down off of Hester Street. I believe it's the Hester Street Street Fair, or the Food and Booze Fair, something like that. I'll put the details in the show notes. Anyway, one of the great ways to do that is find something in your community that features people that make their own items, food, whatever it is, and go down and experience something local. And that way you're supporting a community. You're supporting people that are making their own foods and goods. So, yay, A+ on challenge number 1. Were you able to guess it? Were you able to play Name That Flat Silver? Everybody's favorite game show! As we move forward, I hope you'll bear with me. I'm working on reformatting the web series a little bit. Hopefully to bring you a little bit more gentility to your week every Monday. That being said, let's move on to challenge number 2. Challenge number 2, print a picture. Now, as we move into this age, or I guess exist in this age of technology, one of the things that we've kind of lost is the joy of having a hard copy of a picture, of putting it on your wall, putting it in a picture frame, giving it to someone in a card. And I think that there's something really great and tactile and beautiful about a printed picture. So whatever that means for you, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can usually go to a Walgreens or a Walmart, print the picture out for $0.25, something like that. And then you have something that you can have forever, especially as technology is moving so fast. And on that note, I have a special treat for you. This is hopefully a returning segment. Excuse me while I look at my show notes. A thing or two about history with my lovely friend, Petunia Jones. Go ahead, Petunia. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. This is Petunia Jones. And today we're talking about photographs. Your challenge this week is to print off a photograph like a normal human being, instead of using your telephone and looking at pictures on your little scanner telephone thingies. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about photographs, because I know a thing or two about history, because I lived it. So, photographs. You know, sometimes you forget things, and you need a photograph to remind you of what sort of things you need to remember. You know, people in war used to take photographs with them as tokens, lucky charms, you know, reminders of, you know, their families back home. So, photographs. Back in the day, we had the Brownie Hawkeye camera. Now, the Brownie Hawkeye, there was no zoom, there was no focus. You just point it and you shoot it. Although that term was not coined until later. So, the Brownie Hawkeye camera was very popular and made by Kodak. We did have color photographs, and they were made by layering dyes on top of one another in order to create a color image. Now, we didn't have flash photography. Well, we did, but we could not take pictures without screwing a light bulb into a big, shiny plate. that is attached to the side of a camera. So, if you are afraid of burning your fingers, you would never take pictures at night. Now, Herbert Edward Land came along and he invented the Polaroid camera. And then we had instant pictures. So, and as modern technology continued to advance, our shutter speeds got faster and faster, which allowed for candid photography. No longer did people have to pose for pictures. You could take pictures without people even knowing it. This is my picture for the week. It's a picture of me. Somebody caught here, me, right here, see? And then here, right here, it's a picture within a picture. So here's a little 25-cent photography, and here's a candid picture of me. So, photography. If you want to learn more about it, do that thing like, a Noogle, and look it up on the interweb. Thank you so much. This is Petunia, signing off.
Ah, you're back. Thank you, Ms. Jones. You caught me reading my Etiquette book by Emily Post. Let me read you a little section about photographs. This pertains to wedding pictures. Having pictures taken before the ceremony is a dull custom because it's tiring to sit for one's photograph at best. And to attempt posing at the moment when the procession ought to be starting is as trying to the nerves as it is exhausting. But to wait until afterward is either to delay the reception or risk spoiling the pictures with costumes that are no longer fresh. Just a little tip from our friend, Ms. Post. And now, a couple of tips on taking pictures. I have 2 great photograph tips. One, whenever you're posing for a picture, make sure to lift your neck and lean it over, tip your neck, as if you have a giant beach ball under your chin. This will eliminate unsightly double chins, which all of us have when we laugh, because I laugh like this. So, all you have to do that is just think of lifting your head and rounding under your beach ball. This will give you a slimmer face, a slimmer neck, and make you look lovely in photographs. The other trick is never push your arms in when someone's photographing you. Always try to push them out a little bit. This will prevent you from flattening your arm, making it look wider, instead of taut and beautiful and lovely like we all know you are. I think that's about it for this week of This Past Life. Look for us next Monday, and for a chance to be on the show, videotape yourself and send it to us at thispastlife@gmail.com, or go ahead and put it just here in YouTube as a response to this video and answer these 3 questions. What's your favorite decade and why? And if you could choose one thing to bring for the whole world to apply to from that decade, what would it be? So send those videos or post them here on our YouTube channel for a chance to be featured on next week's episode. So this has been Elle Gore for This Past Life. You can write us at This Past Life, P.O. Box 1417, New York, New York 10028, or at thispastlife@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at thispastlife, or visit us online at thispastlife.wordpress.com. Hopefully we'll be getting a better address at some point in the near future. So until next week, this has been Elle Gore. I will see you another day.